Hello everyone, welcome to today's session of CTMT classes. As we are discussing the fourth chapter, that is desired properties of concrete. So in this chapter we have discussed strength of concrete, impermeability of concrete, then characteristic strength of concrete, tensile and flexural strength of concrete, test on concrete, then modulus of elasticity. Till here we have discussed. Okay, so this much of the syllabus of this chapter is completed. So our remaining topics are effect of water cement ratio and admixture on strength properties of concrete. Then concrete mixes for different strengths as per IS 456-2000. Okay, so these are the topics which are remaining. So I will try to complete this chapter today. Okay, by completing this topic, I will try to complete this chapter. Are you able to listen me? Whether my voice is audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so our topic is effect of water cement ratio. Okay, what is the effect of water cement ratio on the strength properties of concrete? So if we change the water cement ratio, then what will happen to the strength of the concrete? Okay, so we all know what is a water cement ratio. So this topic I have already explained you. So the water cement ratio is the ratio of weight of water to the weight of cement used in the concrete mix. Okay, water cement ratio is nothing but W divided by C is equal to, there will be some value here. Water cement ratio may be 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5. Okay, so whatever may be the value here, so W divided by C is called as water cement ratio. The value, this value is called as now water cement ratio. This ratio is exactly nothing but water amount of, that is weight of water divided by weight of cement. Okay, so if the ratio of water cement ratio, if that ratio changes, then what will happen to the strength of concrete? Okay, I will explain you with the help of this graph. Here you can understand it better. Okay, with the help of graph, it will be very easy to understand. You can see on the y-axis there is a strength. Okay, on y-axis there is strength, and on x-axis you can see there is a water cement ratio. Okay, if you go from origin to on away from x-axis, then you can see there is an increase of in volume, that is 0.2, 0.23, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, and lastly 0.7. Okay, so there is an increase in the water cement ratio as you move from the origin in the x-axis. Okay, then in the y-axis, if you move away from the origin, there is increase in the strength. At the origin it is 0, then here you can see 2000, 4000, 6000, and 8000. Okay, so here it is 0. Okay, so you can see at 0.2, okay, at the water cement ratio of 0.2, the strength you can see here it is around 9000. Okay, here it is around 9000 strength is there. Okay, here you can see there are two curves. This one curve is there, this is one curve, and this is second curve. Okay, so two curves are there. So this first curve, which is long, that you can see, it is for compacted concrete. It is for compacted concrete. Another line is for incompacted concrete. Okay, so two lines are there. So this line is for compacted concrete. Okay, so one more line is there, this one, like this. So this line is for in compacted concrete. Okay, so for the water cement ratio of 0.2, listen carefully. Okay, this is very important concept. Okay, to understand the relation between the water cement ratio and the strength of concrete, so this concept is very much important. This will help you in understanding the mixed design of concrete. If this concept is clear, then only you can understand that. Okay, so now you see, at 0 water cement ratio, 0 strength, but at 0.2 water cement ratio, okay, at water cement ratio of 0.2, the strength for compacted concrete is around 9,000 or 10,000. Here it will come. Here suppose it is 10,000. Here it is 10,000. Okay, strength is 10,000 for compacted concrete. For what? For compacted concrete. Now, for 0.2 water cement ratio, you can see the strength is for in compacted concrete is around 3,000. As there is an increase in the water cement ratio. Now, for 0.3 water cement ratio, you can see here the strength is 6,000 for both compacted concrete and in compacted concrete. Now, if you go and increase your water cement ratio, if your water cement ratio is 0.4, then your strength of concrete is around 4,000. Okay. Again, if there is an increase in the strength, water cement ratio 0.5, then the strength will be around 3,000. Okay, or 3,500. For 0.6, it is around 3,000. Okay, so here you can see that as there is an increase in the water cement ratio, okay, for compacted concrete, as there is an increase in the water cement ratio, with increase in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength of concrete. It is going in this direction. It is going in this direction. So what does it mean? As the water cement ratio of the concrete as the water cement ratio of the concrete mix increases in the compacted concrete, there is a decrease in the strength. Okay, so there is a decrease in the strength. So you already know why compaction is very much important. In the third chapter, in the previous chapter, we have studied, right, batching, mixing, transporting, placing, compacting, finishing. So these we all have studied, right? So in that compaction, we have studied why compaction is important. Okay, if there is a compaction, then only your concrete structure will be rigid and hard. It will gain more strength. If you don't do compaction, then there will be air voids in the concrete. Okay, there will be so much open space in between the concrete. So that's why your concrete will not become hard enough, and it will have so many air voids in between the concrete structure, and it will not gain the full strength. So that's why you must and should do the concrete to get the expected strength. Okay, so for compacted concrete, as there is a decrease in the as there is an increase in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength. But for incompacted concrete, if simply you put the concrete inside the formwork, and if you don't do the compaction, then what will happen? Though there is a decrease in the increase in the water cement ratio, there is you can see with decrease also there is an increase in the strength. Okay, with decrease in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength. Okay, there is with the increase in the water cement ratio, there is sudden decrease here. Okay, what I mean to say is there is a sudden decrease in the water in the strength of concrete. Though your water cement ratio, you see here water cement ratio is 0.25. 0.25 for 0.25 water cement ratio. For incompacted concrete, strength is 4,000. Here for compacted concrete, your water cement ratio is 0.25 only, but strength is 8,000. Just imagine the difference between the strength of concrete in compacted concrete and in incompacted concrete. Okay, so in compacted concrete, for same water cement ratio is 0.25 only. For water cement ratio of 0.25 for compacted concrete, strength is 8,000 for incompacted concrete, or for incomplete compaction, the strength is 4,000. Okay, so imagine the difference, 4,000 and 8,000. Okay, so that's why compaction is very important, and the relation between this one strength and water cement ratio is that as there is increase in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength of concrete. Okay, always remember, as there is increase in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength of concrete. Understood? Is this concept clear? The relation between the relation between water cement ratio and strength of concrete. Okay, as there is an increase in water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength, and you should also take in account the compaction of concrete, whether the compaction is full or it is incomplete compaction. Okay, so this also you have to keep it in mind. So this is about water cement ratio, the relation between water cement ratio and strength of concrete. Is there anyone having any kind of a doubt in this? Strength of concrete and water cement ratio. Anybody having any kind of a doubt? You can ask me if you have anything. Okay. Yes. Do you have any doubt? Okay. A lower water cement ratio, a lower ratio leads to higher strength and durability. Okay. So as we have seen in the graph also, if the waters for lower water cement ratio, okay, if there is a less water cement ratio, then there is a high strength and durability. Okay, so that's why, yeah, water cement ratio should be less to get more strength and more durability. Okay, but may make the mix difficult to work with and form. Workability can be resolved with the use of plasticizer or super plasticizer. Okay, if to get more strength and more durability, if you are using lower water cement ratio, okay, if the water cement ratio is less, no doubt you will get high strength and high durability, but working with that type of concrete will become very difficult because the workability will be very less. Okay, workability will not be there. It will become very hard to handle the concrete, so mixing will become very difficult. Mixing, transporting, placing of the concrete, compaction, so these all things will become very difficult for the concrete having less lower water cement ratio. Okay, so what is the solution for this? So solution for this is that you have to use the admixture. So what is admixture? It will come in the next topic. Okay, after completing this topic, next we will study the admixture. So that admixture is having types. Okay, so types of admixtures are plasticizer and super plasticizer. So these plasticizer and super plasticizer, if we use in the concrete, okay, so normally we are using cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, water. Okay, so these four ingredients we are using. Other than these four ingredients, if we add plasticizer and super plasticizer, okay, either plasticizer or super plasticizer, then it will increase the workability of the concrete. Okay, though your water cement ratio is less, but still you can increase the workability of concrete by using this admixture. Okay, so this is the solution. So by adding this plasticizer or super plasticizer, you can increase the workability of concrete by keeping the lower water cement ratio. Okay. However, a mix with ratio of 0.35 may not mix thoroughly and may not flow well enough to be placed. More water is therefore used than is technically necessary to reach with cement. Okay, so that's why if you are suppose you are using the water cement ratio which is 0.35. Okay, if you use 0.35 water cement ratio, then also your concrete will not get the good workability. You cannot mix the concrete properly because the amount of water will be very less in that. Though you will get very hard concrete, high strength concrete, but amount of water will be less in that. So that's why usually people, what they will do, they will add extra amount of water. Okay, they will add extra amount of water to get the workability. So but it is not a technical method. You should not do this. Okay, so to increase the workability, you can use plasticizer or super plasticizer, but you should not add some random extra amount of water to get more workability. Understood? Water cement ratios of 0.4 to 0.45 are more typically used. For higher strength concrete, lower ratios are used along with the plasticizer to increase the flowing ability or flowability. Okay, so as I said, if the water cement ratio is 0.35, then it is very difficult to mix the concrete. So normally the water cement ratio of 0.45 to 0.6 is used. Okay, as there is increase in the water cement ratio here, 0.352 we are increasing to 0.45 to 0.6. As there is increase in the water cement ratio, there is decrease in the strength. Okay, there is decrease in the strength, but usually we will use the water cement ratio of 0.45 to 0.6, because otherwise we cannot handle the concrete, we cannot mix the concrete. No, if you want less water cement ratio only to get the more and more strength, because our structure is very important and it needs very high strength of concrete, so at that time you have to use the plasticizer to increase the flowing ability or workability. Understood? You have to use the plasticizer for using lower water cement ratio. Understood? Is it clear? Okay. So too much water. Okay, too much water will result in segregation of the sand and uh, aggregate components from the cement paste. Also, water that is not consumed by hydration reactions may leave the concrete as it hardens, resulting in microscopic pores that is called as bleeding. Okay, so that will reduce final strength of the concrete. So as I told you previously also, segregation also I have explained you. Okay, in the last unit only, what is segregation, what is bleeding. So this we have already studied. Okay, if we are using too much amount of water, okay, if we are using more amount of water, so then what will happen is, just a minute.